Everybody, and welcome to our bi-weekly live stream. Is it really bi-weekly? I don't know. But yeah, my name is Björn. I'm co-CEO at Resolution. And like every Tuesday and Thursday, we are talking about meeting topics, agile topics, all about focused on stand-up meetings and how to run these classic agile ceremony effectively in your teams. When you are searching for a tool to support you with stand-ups, check out our app in the Atlassian marketplace, NASA, not another stand-up app. So what's the topic today? Today we are talking about timing of stand-ups. So what is the perfect time of stand-up? So when we invented our 4-day week 1.5 years ago, we did a survey with all employees, and one result of this survey was that a lot of employees had the feeling that a stand-up meeting is disrupting. And that's an interesting point because that's exactly the opposite what you want to achieve with a stand-up meeting. So, and for starting into the topic, let me share my screen because I simply asked ChatGPT, what is a perfect time for a stand-up meeting? Let's jump into it. So my question to ChatGPT, do a little bit internet research. What is a good timing for stand-up meetings and what is a bad timing for stand-up meetings? And ChatGPT says, okay, best time for a stand-up meeting is at the start of the day. And I totally agree because this helps a lot team members to plan their days. It drives commitment. It allows me to share blockers from yesterday's potentially and find immediately support or help from somebody in the team that I can be unblocked with my blockers. It also helps potentially to adjust the plan for the day. So let's assume a colleague is blocked and it needs your involvement. Then you potentially can reschedule some stuff. You can change your plan for the day and support this colleague. So start of the day is definitely a good point. Then ChatGPT also says do it consistent, or ChatGPT says consistency is important. I also agree with that. Consistency is, or ChatGPT says here, do it every day at the same time, and so on. Yes, absolutely. Because then it becomes for every team member a proper routine. So they can plan their day around these meetings and it's not changing continuously. There's also an important part, do it continuously on the same platform. In my previous job, many years ago, we had a weekly management meeting. And the challenge in this management meeting was that every week it was a different meeting platform. So means 10 managers tried to log in a complete new meeting platform. And the first 10 minutes were totally burned. It was a little bit of funny experience. I mean, I saw a lot of meeting platforms as well, but definitely have consistency in timing, agenda, meeting platform, and so on. Consistency should be also a little bit screened. So, for example, you need to figure out and you should monitor when the stand-up meeting makes sense. Let me give you an example. So we have every 3 weeks our planning Tuesday. So means the day is anyway packed with a lot of meetings. So I have roughly 12 meetings during this day, but also our developers and the other product owners and so on are super busy with meetings. So means they're talking anyway the whole day to each other. In these scenarios, we skip our stand-up constantly. So means it's not planned for the day. And this is something which is super helpful because it has not this useless touch of a stand-up meeting. So means consistency is important, but it should be also useful and valuable. So means when you have days during the week where the team is anyway together, you have sales meetings or planning meetings or whatever, it is potentially good for not planning a stand-up on this day. So when you have flexible working hours and so on, do it in the core working hours. Yeah, totally. Bed timing. So midday or end of the day. I partially agree with that. Midday and end of the day. Let's talk about end of the day first. End of the day could be challenging. They also mentioning it here that the energy level is potentially already down. So having a meeting at, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, or 8, depending when your day ends, is potentially not the best stand up. But I also saw companies who were super successful with end of the day meetings, and they did it a little bit like in recap. So, what was fine today? What worked out? What is your plan for tomorrow? And so on. So, I think you can change a stand up to the end of the day, but it has then a little bit different nature. It's not so much focused on what is my plan today, because the day is already gone. It's more a review of the actual day, and then what's your plan tomorrow. But it could be also a good stand up. Midday, I not really agree, and this is a little bit the next point. So we have the same situation. We have distributed teams. So it means a huge part of the team is in Europe. We have teammates also in US time zones. So it means I can't have a stand up with them at 9 a.m. morning Central European time zone. But I can have it midday. And around the lunchtime is a super interesting point for stand-up meetings, because that's a little bit what I said in the beginning. So our team gave as a feedback, a stand-up is disrupting in my workflow. So plan your stand-up that you try to avoid to disrupt your colleagues' workflows. So, and a good point during the day for this is around the lunch break. So before lunch break or after lunch break, because they are anyway disrupted in the workflow. And then adding 15 minutes on around the lunchtime is relatively easy. So that's how we handle, for example, our stand-up meeting with the cloud development team, where we have colleagues in the US time zone. We are doing it after the lunch break at 1:45 Central European time zone for 15 minutes. So means it's allows everybody to have a flexible lunch break, maybe doing some smaller tasks direct after lunch break, but then starting fresh in a stand-up meeting and then direct in the afternoon. So that works really well. And then distributed teams. This leads to a point, and I will share an article and I will talk about this next time, asynchronous stand-ups, because this could be also a solution for better timing in stand-ups meetings, especially when you have super distributed teams. I'm not the biggest fan of asynchronous stand-up meetings, because I think you miss automatically a lot of good things in a stand-up meeting, like the social interaction, asking questions, and so on. And I think it's not really a time saver. And potentially, I also saw too often that an asynchronous stand-up is somehow a graveyard for information, and nobody is reading or consuming the stuff. So everybody gives input, but nobody takes it as output or to change the plan of the day and so on. But let's talk about this next week. Asynchronous stand-ups, they could be also super helpful for additional things. Yeah. And then I would say, let's jump into my stand-up preparation, like always. Okay, good. Let me do this a little bit bigger that you can read it better. Here we go. So let's start our app. NASA, not another stand-up app. And that's an interesting point. Let me add something for timing of the stand-up and so on. So what we did is the preparation of the stand-up can happen always between two stand-ups, because we realized that we have two types of team members in preparing the stand-up. We have the type like me, who is preparing the stand-up shortly before the meeting. So means 5 minutes, 3 minutes before the meeting starts. And we have team members, they preparing the next stand-up during the whole day. So they're really using this preparation mode as a task list, but also as an achievement list. So this one is done. I changed the Jira issue, put it on the list, and so on. So it means our app supports both of these types. Between two stand-ups, the preparation phase is always open. Good. Okay. So what was done yesterday? Let me paste my yesterday into it. It was mostly about video stuff. I worked on the post-production for the Beyond Team video. It's still in progress, not done. Yesterday, there was a plan to record some additional videos. This is rescheduled to Wednesday. Excuse my typos, like always. So let's maintain it. And testing HubSpot, our HubSpot apps for the Jira workflow. I did this. This is done. I already commented all the stuff. Found just one small bug. So means we can close this here. Testing is done. And my issues are maintained. Perfect. So what's the plan for today? So it's a little bit a meeting day for me. So we have, like every Tuesday, our sales meetings. So there is no need to mention it. I have a meeting with a workflow, one of our startups. So let me add simple this. I have another meeting about CRM new functions with Hui, Tian, and Freddy. Oops, Freddy. So, and then I still need to organize a meeting with another team because I have some questions for new features. So that's a plan here. I definitely want to finish the post-production. This is a long ongoing process, and we're discussing automatically in the CRM meeting this one here. So means this could be finished as well. And I need to do also this one in the meeting together with them, that we subscribe together for the new connector. And I think that's enough for today. Yeah. So let's any blockers, or well, we don't have the blocker question anymore. Do I need something from somebody? Not really today. I'm fine. So yes, I'm super happy, and our stand-up is prepared. Okay, let's check if the people are already joining. Good morning, Steffi.
Morning.
How's it going?
Good. I was watching your live stream, and it was funny when you said there are two kinds of people, how they prepare their stand-ups, and I was like, yeah, the second one, it's me.
Is it still the case that you're preparing it on this way?
Hello.
Yes. I'm creating a task or finishing a task, and I'm going directly into the stand-up app and writing it out because I cannot remember anything anymore the next day. So that's my issue.
Okie dokie. Good. So, hi, Reimer. Good morning. Hui, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How's it going?
Good.
So, how was the Valientes Enterprise Day last week?
It's fantastic. I mean, we had so much opportunity to talk to the solution partners, the consultant team, and yeah, that's really valuable.
Moin, moin.
Rico, good morning.
Morning.
So we are missing Freddy and Tian and Andres. So let's. Okay, it's still 10. We are totally in time. So there is Tian. there's somehow an interesting camera lens symbol.
The new avatar.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Good
cool.
morning, Tian. Hello.
Good morning.
Hey. So, and there's Freddy. Good morning.
Morning.
So, just Andres missing.
Good.
Yes,
Do
another
you have
10
a second
seconds.
room,
Or is
Jan,
Andres in the
or
office,
is
Steffi,
there-
today? Yeah. Okay. Here he is. So, Raime, sorry, what was your question?
Or yeah, it's like Jan's mirror. So I'm wondering whether we have a second room which is exactly the same, or using a different cam, or is it restreamed doing this?
I reset the
I'm used
wall.
to seeing you the other way around.
They're movable walls like a trade show.
I moved all the furniture.
Just for you, Cappy. To keep you wondering.
That would be a super complicated way to move all the furniture that it looks correct in the camera picture and not finding the mirror function in the camera settings. That would...
Yeah.
Okay, good. Should we start with the stand-up? So
Let's do it.
let me share the screen. Here we go. Screen is sharing, and let's start the meeting. So loading. We want to have a user-based stand-up. Rico, have you clicked on join the meeting?
Oh, that'd be good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me try that. Push the
Perfect.
button.
Already starting with my update. Okay. Good.
Good.
The Beyond Team follow-up recordings, which were planned yesterday, are rescheduled to Wednesday afternoon. Tian, we are still meeting on Wednesday also for our recordings, huh?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Perfect. So I had a little bit progress on the post-production. My goal is to finish it today. It's a 900 gigabyte video already in Final Cut, so it's horrible. And I did some testing yesterday, Tian. I don't know if you have seen it, and shared it already with Hayo. So the testing of the new OAuth workflow is done. Potentially, I need some support from you for the Confluence workflow. I tested it partially, but let's have a chat later about this.
Sure.
Cool. Meetings. I have a meeting with workflow. We have Hui, Tian, Freddy. We have our CRM follow-up meeting at 12:30, I think. And then I need to have a meeting with Armor because I need to discuss some new features for the NASA app with him. Then, yeah, finishing this and these two things we will finish in our CRM meeting. So that's my day. Louis, what's planned for yours?
So, Friday? No, last week, last working day, I was attending Valiantis Enterprise Day. And through that day, I had 2 follow-up meetings scheduled. And for today, except for the team meeting, I also need to join you, Bjorn, and other for the CRM meeting, and then also prepare for 3 solution partner meetings in the next 2 days. One with Nimbux, one is 4850, and the other one is Valiantis. And then also specifically with Valiantis Germany, I will also prepare a follow-up with them. And for in terms of feedback, I need from Tian and Jaime information related to the meeting for Valiantis, but we already talked about this. Then also with Bjorn, I need some time with you to talk about Valiantis specific related input and feedback and actions. And then have I understood you correctly? The follow-up email for Beyond Team is already sent out?
Yes, happened last Thursday.
And then this video which you are working on is another follow-up? Or
Yeah.
how are you going to?
This video not, but the use case videos which we're recording on Wednesday, they will be also shared as a follow-up.
Okay, and that's shared by individual company or like?
We can discuss it later. I can explain it later to you.
Sure.
I added as a follow-up item. But yeah, the email is done.
Okay.
in general. Cool. Perfect. Thank you. Steffi.
So as you can see, I was able to finish most of the Yumano videos. 2 more are in review, and hopefully Chris will provide me the last details. So this is done by the end of the day completely from my side. I also worked on gradients. I sent you again, Björn, something, and I saw that you commented. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I can hopefully finish that also today. And every day I'm going to proceed with my skill build Udemy stuff for Figma. So I think I will not mention it from today on anymore.
Okay, good.
Relevant.
Maybe at some point you can share your new skills.
No.
Good. Thank you, Rico.
So change the avatars, or I added the avatars into the team page. Then I implemented a critical CSS functionality that is still collecting the critical CSS. I'm testing on it. We'll see where this goes. There are, as you can imagine, numerous options and numerous vendors. Everybody wants $1 or euro in our case. Otherwise, I'm going to go continue on the HP section today. I hope, Kapi, you can get me the image today. Then we can get this old stuff off the page. And the site backend needs to be done. And I got a report that there's some spacing issue on the drop-down menu. Need to follow up on that and see if this is something that needs fixing.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Raimel.
Okay, yeah, yesterday was fairly productive. I made good progress with the Capable website. There was a good planning meeting with Jack. I'm also about to publish the Task Timer article. By the way, this article, Tiana, I didn't ask you to review it because you were busy and kind of coming back from the sick leave and so on. But I'm going to have a look. What I do in there is already I mentioned something that is not in the app yet, but I know it's in the plan, which is to, it's not very explicit, but it's kind of intended that there's specific settings. So I think it's not too bad since it's a very new app, then we have that content already kind of updated,
Yeah.
so to say.
Okay.
But if you want to let me know if we should make any changes. Something
Sure.
that we should discuss is I talked to CADWorks Spain yesterday. They are interested in doing something like joint webinars, perhaps if we want to do them around. For them, it's important to create new opportunities in Spain and convert others. So, and they see that NASA specifically would be a good for companies who are not using Jira too well yet. It would be good to know who could be their point of contact for NASA, and if we want to localize the webinar, do it in Spanish, that would be the person. I'm saying this because I will over the phone, but not very not with a regular schedule. So it would be good to have a point of contact for to pick this up, and I can be the point of contact for out of office anyways.
Yeah.
But
Good. I mean,
the first
to
thing
answer
would be,
to answer one question here, the contact should be Hui initially to organizing all the stuff and so on, and then we spread it internally.
okay.
Cool.
Okay, good, excellent. And yeah, then I'm making progress with the NASA battle card and adding preparing things for the meeting on Thursday with Valiantis. With the NASA battle card at some point, I think end of this week, I will have a more idea, and we should look at it at least myself to kind of decide how we want to make progress, because otherwise it's a bit scattered right now, but we have a lot of content already.
Then let's have a look in our sales and marketing meeting on the battle card, how it looks like, and then we can talk about it. Cool. Perfect. Thank you. Andres.
Yeah, so yesterday I reviewed the fixes from Michal. We got new data now. We are getting new data. The problem is that somehow we lost data from April and May. So I need to check with him again to see if this is something that can be fixed. Also, I finished the dashboard for the attributions from the marketplace. There's one graph that I still want to do, but I haven't been able to find the correct math behind it. So I will give it a new try today. And then I was in contact with Alex. I'm sending him the copy for the live stream. I would need a few logos, so I will check with you, Steffi, mostly because a few of the live streams will be sponsored by HubSpot and Monday, but not like unique, like together. So I don't know if there's like a logo for like both of them, not like separate logos. But we can check it later. And also, yeah, today we also have the marketing meeting after this. Björn, you didn't mention it, but there's also an app offboarding meeting.
Correct. Yeah, sorry, I forgot it.
That we have, yeah. No, it's okay. I was just not worried, but I don't know.
No. Thanks a lot for the reminder. I forgot it to put it in the update. Cool.
Good. And then also, yeah, Steffi was asking me yesterday about the product page for record fields. And even though we don't have images yet, I think we might be able to, I might be able to already take some screenshots from things that will not change, and we can like keep proceeding a little bit with it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Can we maybe use for this also our Figma designs? Because I mean, we have Figma designs for the app, or that Steffi used this when the final app looks like the Figma design?
Yeah, but of course in cloud.
Oh.
Exactly. Yeah,
okay.
You're right.
Cool. Good. Thank you very much. Jan. Whoa. You have a proper meeting day.
I have a proper meeting day. On my last work day, last week we had the Valiantus Enterprise Day, which was, I think, went well for the type of event that it was, but we can discuss that in our sales and marketing meeting. When we eventually got back from our disruptive and delayed train ride, I started with the HubSpot information that Huey requested for the Valiantus meeting. But I'll probably try and edit it some more because we need to include some screenshots. But yes, today is definitely a meeting day, back to back from 9 to 5. Already had a meeting with the team that's testing, that works on the testing workflow, specifically talked about release notes and how we do the handover to support. And yes, product meetings and internal meetings.
Hey, good. Good luck with all the meetings.
Thank you.
So, Nidhi.
Yep. I started with checking the onboarding mail stats yesterday. I'm not finished. I'll continue today. I almost finished the blog post. I had some issues with uploading the graphics, but Rico supported me this morning, so I'll do that after the meeting. I did find most of the invoices Christiane was requesting, but not all of them, because the Deutsche Bahn only gives invoices for 14 months in the past, and I need older ones, but okay. And I'd also continued on the team week prep regarding the information Romain was requesting. So today I'll work again on the blog post, finish the email stats. We have the sales and marketing and the lead follow-up meetings. And Björn, as I said, I'll put that in my waiting every day now until I get an answer.
We can do following. I hand this back to you. Can you figure out how we can see in Jira which of our projects? Okay, shit, then that's my task. Okay, good. Thanks.
Whoops.
It was worth to try it.
Yeah.
Good try, Björn. Good try. Yeah. Fail better next time.
Yeah, definitely. Cool, perfect. So then we are done. Thank you very much. See you in our marketing meeting. Let's have a quick coffee break to grab a new coffee and so on. See you in 5 minutes. And thanks for joining. And yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.